Okay, so today we're going to dive into the easiest way to create consistent characters, or honestly, just about any type of image in ComfyUI. And here's the thing. We're going to use a node that does exactly what I wanted OmniGen to do. It's simple, it's practical, and it's 100% free. All you need is an internet connection. Oh, and you don't even need a massive graphics card to make this work. How cool is that? Alright, let's get started. But before we do, if you're into the wild, tangled spaghetti that is Comfy, give it a like and subscribe for more videos. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for this. So, here's the workflow we're looking at today. It's super simple, but don't let that fool you. It's incredibly effective. And the best part, you can use it alongside other workflows. The workflow itself has just two main groups, an image input group and the star of the show, the LLM group. For this demo, I'll be using Google's new superstar, Gemini 2 Flash, for both image and text generation. Let me walk you through how this works. First, you upload an image into the image input group. Then, using Gemini 2 Flash, you can tweak that image, remove something from it, or generate something entirely new. Honestly, your imagination is the only limit here. The image input group consists of 4 load and resize nodes. I chose these nodes specifically because of the resize function. If the image you upload is too large, you can resize it by enabling the resize option and adjusting the dimensions. Just remember to disable resize if your image is already small enough. You'll see the size of the image displayed right below the node, so it's easy to keep track. Now, I've also included a load batch image node directly below these. I haven't tested it yet, but I thought it'd be good to have it there just in case. Here's how the image input works. There are 4 upload nodes, and they're controlled by a switch. Don't worry, it's super straightforward. The switch goes from 1 to 5. If you're only using one image, load it into the node labeled 1 and set the switch to 1. If you're using 2 images, set the switch to 2 and upload 2 images. This is for the first 2 images. Same deal for 3 or 4 images. If you're using 3 images, set the switch to 3 and upload 3 images to the first 3 upload nodes. And for 4 images, the switch should be at 4. Just set the switch to the corresponding number and you're good to go. If you set the switch to 5, it automatically disables the load and resize image nodes and enables the batch image upload instead. And there's also a bypass image input option, which mutes the image input entirely if you want to use text-only generation. Neat, right? Now let's move on to the large language group. This is where the magic happens. We're using the if LLM node here. Let's quickly set it up before we start. The node itself can use either Ollama or a bunch of other AI models, but for this video, we're sticking with Gemini. For the model, I'm using Gemini Flash, but sometimes you might only see the Quen models listed. If that happens, here's what you do. Select another provider, then go back and select Gemini again. This should refresh the list and show all the models supported by Gemini. From there, select Gemini 2 Flash 12.06 and make sure the strategy is set to Gemini 2 Create. Next up, you'll need to enter the API key. Don't worry, I'll delete this API key as soon as I'm done with the video. And here's the best part, the API is 100% free. You don't pay a single penny. It's like our tech overlords decided to throw us a bone for once. I'll show you how to get the free API later, but first, let's test the workflow before you dose off. Alright, let's get to the reason we're all here. Character consistency and creating a LoRa dataset for a character. I'll upload an image of a cute, low poly game character. What I want is a character sheet with all the views, front, side, and rear. I'll set the switch to 1 since I'm only using one image. The resize option is off by default because the image isn't too large. The image input bypass is set to yes, since I'm using an image as input. For the prompt, I'll type, generate a front, side, and rear view of the character. It only gave me the front and rear views. I'll have to try again. This time, I'll tweak the prompt to generate an image of the front view, rear view, and a side view of the character. It seems like it created 3 images. Even better. This makes creating a dataset for a LoRa so much easier. Let me try this with another image. I'll use this image to create a set of consistent images. The prompt will be, generate images of the character in different profiles and different emotions. And this right here, this is what it's all about. Look at that. It's creating exactly what I asked for. Now, let's see what else we can do with this thing. This time I'll try multiple images. Let's say I have a black water bottle and logo. I'll set the switch to 2 for image 1 and 2. The prompt will be, a black bottle with the logo printed in the center of the bottle. That's simply amazing. It even changed the orientation of the bottle. That was really a nice touch. One last image before I try it without an input image. I'm going to let Gemini create a YouTube thumbnail using the first 3 images. Let me set the switch to 3 for the first 3 images. The prompt will be, generate a YouTube thumbnail for a video titled, How One Guy Changed the Shoe Game in the NBA. The following text should be on the thumbnail. They all laughed. This looks so good. Maybe not amazing, but as far as thumbnails go, I'd click on it. This could seriously change how a lot of things are done. Next, I want to try creating images and text without giving it an input image. I'll bypass the image input by unchecking it. I'll go with, generate an image of a chubby little anime robot in 80s anime style. Wow, I'm impressed. Text to image is amazing, but what about just text generation? Let me go with, give me 5 title ideas for a video on how Gemini 2.0 Flash can do anything in ComfyUI. It only gave me 3, let's see how good they are. The first one is, Gemini 2.0 Flash Unleashed, the only workflow you need in ComfyUI. The second is, mind-blowing control, Gemini 2.0 Flash transforms ComfyUI possibilities. And the third is, anything you imagine, ComfyUI can now create thanks to Gemini 2.0 Flash. Not so good, but also not bad at all. I believe the saying is garbage in, garbage out. Okay, let's talk about the API. All you need is a Google account to get it. Let me walk you through it. Click on the link in the description to go to the Google Studio website. First, you need to click on Get API Key, and then on Create API Key. Choose Gemini API, and then click Create API Key. A pop-up will appear with your key. Copy it and then paste it into the external API key space in the large language node, and you're done. Now, let's install the if node. Click on Manager and select Install via Git URL. Click on the link in the description to open the GitHub page. Next, copy the GitHub code. Paste it into the Git URL pop-up in Comfy, and press OK. Wait for it to finish installing. Comfy will ask you to restart. Go ahead and do that. Once it's back up, drag the workflow into the Comfy workspace. If you're missing any nodes, open the manager, select Install Missing Nodes, and install them. You'll need to restart Comfy after that. And that's basically it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe for more. And check out the video on the screen to see how you can create your own little Perplexity or ChatGPT clone using DeepSeek locally in ComfyUI.